Hey there, interwebs and fellow currency lovers, thanks for coming to another video. Without further ado, let's get right to another bill search video, where we go through some pocket change and see if we can find anything collectible and hopefully worth more than the face value. So, let's go right into it. Start off with a 2009 series $1 bill. This one's not in bad shape despite a fold that runs across the center of the bill. Things I like to look for, of course, are going to be things in the serial number, ink issues or print issues with the bill, so on and so forth, as well as patterns in the serial number. So if you're new to the videos, then that way you kind of know what we're talking about. I don't see anything on the front of the bill or the back of the bill there really jumping out at me. Got ourselves kind of an older $10 note. So this is before the redesign of the $10 US banknote. Nothing in the serial number as far as pattern is concerned. This one's actually printed really nice, although it's showing some wear due to its age. If you watched my video about the length of life, so to speak, to different Federal Reserve notes, then that'll cover what's the common, usage life of a $10 note and a little bit of history about them. So check that out. Aside from that, though, this one's not in bad shape. Not complaining about that. We see a lot of 2013, 2017 $10 notes as well as other denominations, mostly in our bill searches, so it's nice to see something a little different. Nothing really jumping out at me. Now people are counterfeiting ones just as commonly, but they redesigned the $10 note to incorporate a lot of anti-counterfeiting measures into this denomination, as well as the other banknotes that you probably are aware of them getting redesigned. What in the world? So a little bit of funky. Call Sam for a good time. Nice. Well, let's put your number out there, Sam. Thank you, Sam. You left off your area code, so that doesn't help us much, but apparently we can call Sam for a good time. No added value there other than a good laugh. Good repetition of 7171 here, but nothing else in the serial number. It is a Series 2017. Only difference here is going to be the signatures. Aside from that, no design changes in the $1 note like I pointed out in the $10 banknote. Nothing here. A little bit of excess inking, basically of this, just his jacket here from the front. But that's pretty funny. I'm going to set that aside so I make sure to spend it and send that on its merry way. Moving right along, 2013 series $5 note. Now this is probably my favorite of the $5 banknotes. Similarly to that 10, and I won't beat on that information, but similarly to the $10 Federal Reserve note, fives were redesigned for similar reasons. And they enhanced the graphics and added some anti-counterfeiting stuff, so on and so forth. But I do really like the design of this 5, and here's a newer, quote-unquote newer style 10 as opposed to that other one. Other than that, little bit of damage here. At first glance, it looks like kind of a smear, but you can tell from the color of that ink there that it's not something that came on the bill. I do get asked about this a little bit here and there. So, as you can see, it's not a perfect line here on this curve around the 5. That's super common. It's just simply the way that it gets printed. So I would say it's too common to be considered really a mainstream error. Aside from that, I don't see anything on that note. I'll go a little bit quicker through these. Newer style 10. Nothing on the front here. Series 2013. So as you know, there is Series 2017 that we can come across. I also get asked about excess ink, a little bit of green ink you'll see. In this case, nothing really, a tad bit there. But you'll see some ink that is right here. It is either the tail end of this serial number and you just kind of see it through the bill, or you do get a little stray ink from when it prints, I guess, this tree here. And unless it's really dramatic in this space here, taking up a good percentage of this space over here, or it's a heavy actual like drag of ink, I would not call it really an error or anything worth more than face value, if that clarifies that, if you have that question about that for this bill. Moving along. Hopefully I haven't lost you yet. Right there, I thought we had a cool little thing, but then it ended up just being Lynn on the bill. As you can see, all those fibrous materials, I have another video that covers this, the actual makeup of a bill. And it's pretty interesting, really, what U.S. currency is made out of, as well as other currencies outside of the U.S., which is a few videos I've been working on, but I haven't got up yet. There's an example here on this $20 note of kind of that excess ink. As you can see, it's actually just a press of the serial number through the bill. Now, if that serial number was really legible on this side of the note, being the reverse or back of the note, then I would say hold on to it. But in this case, this little minor amount is so common, it's not really an error. So really crisp $20 note. Nothing in the serial number. Little bit of a shift to the right with that seal, but not enough for me to hold on to. 2009 series $1 note, nice and beat up. Holy moly! Yes! We got a broken ladder. Yes! I have been waiting to show you guys in a frickin' live... Man, that is awesome. Look at that broken ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And starts with a 0 there. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On this 2009 $1 banknote. That is stellar. I did not... At first glance, I was about to comment about this shift in the seal a little bit, but that's not even anything major, and I was going to actually talk crap about it. But now I love it. I don't even care that it's beat up. Great find. Definitely, I mean, in its condition, maybe worth a couple bucks over the $1 face value, but man, I am stoked about that. I have tons of plastic sleeves. Oh, and if you're looking for plastic sleeves, while I just shamelessly plug my own website, VarietyErrors has a fully secure store on it that sells all those products. So they're really discounted. I get a good rate through the distributor and kind of pass it along to you. So order all your coin and currency supplies from VarietyErrors.com/store. Moving on, really cool. I'm stoked about that. I'm setting it aside next to the Call Sam for a Good Time bill. Moving on, 2003A series bill. Nothing on the front really. I mean, right here you can see it's got some smudging. I mean, you can tell from the wrinkling here that it's been wet at some point. So that's actually what that's from, is distortion in the color there due to moisture being on the bill at some point, or a lot of moisture, like it was left out in the rain, or is in a pocket when it got wet, or whatever, somebody's shoe, whatever they keep their money in. Nothing on the back of that previous note. 2013 $5 note. Nothing in the serial number. Nothing in the back. I'm very excited about that broken ladder. I have yet to find... I don't think I've found in the couple hundred bill search videos I have on here, I don't think I've found a broken ladder like that in an actual... Of all the things in a video I've made. So it's really cool. Nothing there. Really beat up one. 2013. So, I mean, you know, the problem with this type of stuff is, I mean, of course, even on that broken ladder, condition is like 9/10 of the law with any collectible. As you know, if you collect comics or pop figures or models or whatever it is you do outside of currency, books, whatever. Condition is, you know, you can still have love for something that's all beat up. It might still be valuable, but condition would be great if it was in good condition, of course. And that applies to money as well. I mean, you would obviously get a better premium over face value for a collectible note if the condition was good, or higher condition, rather. And of course, you can send things off to get graded. Even a lower condition graded note will command a higher premium over face value than, say, a note of the same quality that's ungraded. Here we go, nice little trinary note. So this one's been either crinkled up or wet, but it looks more like somebody just balled it up at one point. But minor collectible serial number, not really a value over face value, excuse me. But 9s, 2s, and 5s. Now, it's 929592. If we would have had, you know, 40 more in the series, we would have had 92959295. I would have definitely held on to that. But this is still a small find. I like trinary notes. I like to hold on to them, especially a dollar note. So I'll set that aside. Getting down to the last 3 or 4 here, so thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for, man, being being a part of that find of a broken ladder, anybody that collects currency, I mean, I know it's a kind of minor currency find, but still a really cool, fancy serial number in my book. Nice Chris 2017 note, but nothing there. That was the thing I was talking about earlier with that kind of, the kind of over-inking from the front of Washington's jacket, their coat. Nothing in the serial number. Nothing there. And last but not least, 2009 series note. Nothing in the serial number, no date notes, birthday notes, no trinary, no broken ladder or ladder. So nothing to talk about there. No shifts in the seals, no ink issues. Anything going on here? Nothing there. So we'll set that aside. So what are we holding on to? I'll start with the first one. You know, hey, call Sam for a good time. We're just going to spend that on like a dollar drink machine and get it out and back into the world as it needs to be. Our small trinary find, although very beat up, I'll hold on to it for now. And then the stellar find in my book, I'm really, really, really excited about this find. You may not be you might not care about broken ladders. But man, I'm just glad I get to share it with you guys in a video, a live search. It's really awesome. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Broken Ladder, 2009 Series $1 note. Give it a good look. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. Peace out.